And we are live. Welcome to Shop Talk with the Redneck with Pop the Trunk Toys and Ninja
Hey.
Bill.
Hello,
Hello, everybody.
David Hill.
Hey,
Welcome.
hey, David. Welcome to the madness.
How you doing, Dave?
That was my phone. I forgot to turn off the volume.
So the subject of this show is happy birthday to me. My birthday's coming up Wednesday. I will be 47. That's
Oh, to be so
depressing to
young.
say.
Oh, to be that young again.
You're still young, Ninja.
But
Happy birthday, AC, prematurely. Happy birthday.
Yeah,
I'll probably still wish
definitely
you happy birthday on Facebook anyway on the day.
I figured as much, and then I'll get happy birthdays between now and then. But this is the only chance I get to get on live on for my birthday. So I figured I'd go ahead and take it. So how's the collecting world going for both of you guys?
It's going good. It's going good. It's going. One moment. I apologize to the viewers. I just made supper and I'm busy eating it while I'm doing the live show. So if you see me pop on and off on the camera,
or you want me to take it first, or
no. Or if you see me muted, it's because I'm busy stuffing my fat face. No, it's going good. I recently got in a. Actually, Pop should go first, since the order of business here. Yeah.
Okay. Well, for me, it's been going. Month of January actually has been pretty flooded. Caught up pretty quick because like I've had like a stagnant 6 months, man. Like as you can see, my collection behind me, I got a lot of stuff, and I don't really like buying doubles too much. I mean, I do. I'll get some, but I won't get like most. And so I've had like a really stagnant 6 months, man. I mean, you can see my videos. It was just like more like Godzilla stuff and things like that. And then all of a sudden this month, man, Transformers are flooding in.
Hey, I watched that Godzilla stuff with zeal. I didn't make a comment on your videos, but I always like them because
Oh, thank you.
I'm a big G. The G-Man is my man.
Nice, me too, me definitely. But yeah, I mean, like with the third-party MP stuff is starting to light up. Start trying to get everything out before the Chinese New Year and whatnot. And my guy's calling me like, hey, are you in on this? You want this? And I'm like, heck yeah, send it to me. I don't got that. Well, give me. But yeah, definitely, it feels good to be working on some of them videos again and whatnot, and just click clacking the Transformer back and forth and hearing those ratchets. It's good stuff.
Oh, I love hearing the ratchets.
Oh yeah, that's money shots to us.
Yeah, no, definitely.
That's the money shot, man.
When you're hearing those things pop, 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 I was like, oh man,
that's the money shot. I swear it. I swear by it. That's the money shot for us. What else did you get?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
We're still on you.
I'm looking at a box. I got the MX Transbox Groove. That one looks pretty good. I don't have it next to me. And then I got the train bot, and then I bought the last piece for the DK23, the DNA designs for Scorponok, the leg extensions. So I grabbed that. And then
have you got those installed yet?
No, I did. I just kind of finished a video. I'm just gonna edit it a little bit more, and then I'll probably pop it out. But it gives it about maybe a half inch more, maybe about an inch or so.
That's
It's pretty good. I like it. I'm enjoying it.
What's going on, Jay Holla?
Jay Holla, how you doing? The X Transbox Perceptor, I grabbed that, and then I got like Huffer coming on the way with from Fans Toys, and I got the other train. The other train is coming.
You talking about the Moon Studios ones?
Yeah, the Moon Studios ones.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, those are coming.
Yeah, those look nice.
If I had
a little bit late to the party, my guy, he'll definitely get it for you, but he just, it's a little late.
If I had the means to do so, I I would get both the Moon Studios and the Takara Tomy just
Oh
because
man,
I love train bots. Man, train bots are life.
I was actually pretty surprised about that because like they seem so stubby on the pictures. You know what I mean? Like when people are showing them, and when you get it, it actually looks pretty scale. It's nice. It's cool, and I enjoy trains myself. So you know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's why when I get these things,
I'm interested in the Takara version.
Nice. Right.
Excuse me.
Which one's that?
these are the LDCX China Railways toys, and here's look at that the length of this tinderbox, man. I mean, it's crazy long for a tinderbox, but you know it is part of the transformation, and you know they're just
That's a big
they're
steam
fun.
engine.
I got a review of that coming up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've got that's the second one I've got. Transaran 38. You guys, if you not anyone who watches this later, I imagine everyone who does knows of him. He sends me those, and because he knows I love trains. Trains and ratchets, man. That's ratchet. That's ninja bait. Okay, that's what we call ninja bait.
Yeah.
Somebody anytime I see a ratchet video, I don't care how bad
Now
the ratchet toy is.
imagine a Hearts of Steel ratchet as a train.
Well, I think he was actually he was a train car. I think he was a coal car in Hearts of Steel. I think he was a coal car.
Was he a coal car or a medical car?
It had the medical thing as they draw it on, but I can't remember. I think I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm almost sure.
What I was saying is, though, imagine if they actually made it.
Oh yeah, that was oh man.
Because that third party has done. There's a couple of third parties that have done the. Let's see, we've gotten
Starscream, Shockwave, Prime,
the Seekers, Prom, and Bumblebee. So,
what's up, David?
We need Ratchet. We need Megatron that turns into a cannon. That's an awesome idea for.
They had a what was that a long time ago? They had some like third party that was turning into like a
right there
a rail car gun. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Looks good. Looks good.
Yeah, I would love a toy of Ratchet and Hearts of Steel. Yeah, but I think third parties have moved on since then. So you know, shame. But there it is.
That was the same ones that did like the Shockwave, right, or something.
Yeah, Shockwave. They did Optimus Prime. They did a Nemesis Prime version of that too.
And they were all trains.
Well, yeah. Well, except for
Shockwave.
Shockwave was a battleship.
Okay, yeah.
It was a steamer. It was a steamer combat ship.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
it had the paddles on the side.
Yeah. And Starscream, Skywarp, and Thundercracker were these sort of biplane like things.
Oh
yeah.
Right.
That
was early
like
third party.
Bat wing shaped wings and stuff.
I'm such a fan of Ratchet that even these really cheap authentics toys, and I like this one because look at there's no tires, they're thrusters. That was so unique. That was so unique. I don't care how bad the toy is. I like the fact that it has thrusters instead of wheels. So I'll probably customize this one up too.
It's a hover van.
Yeah,
it's a Cybertronian form.
Yeah, right. I liked it so much. I had to, there you can see some of the molded detail in the thrusters. I had to have this because I've never seen a Ratchet with thrusters on it before. I don't care how bad the toy is. It's a Ratchet, and I've never seen its like before. So
nice.
David says, I never read the Hearts of Steel, but those third-party figures were great-looking designs. Yeah, they were. And I've also heard they were kind of fragile, unfortunately. So I don't know. I've never owned one, so I don't know about the longevity. I can't speak to the longevity myself, but I've heard they were kind of fragile.
I've had it like Toy World headmasters that are kind of very brittle. But I'm not sure if it's like because of the weather over here. It's very hot, especially up here in my man cave. It's like upstairs, so it gets extremely hot. And I went to go transform the old school brainstorm, and then man, it just cracked. Like I didn't even do anything really hard. It just broke.
Oh man, that's a shame. Action figure expert, man. Welcome in, brother.
Action. What's up?
Yeah. So the things that I've gotten lately is thanks to Ultra Megatronus and Ugly Wretch, I got some new stuff in. I've got. Let me get them up here. I've got finally got another MP30 Ratchet. This is the KO. I'll let you guys look at green windows. No numbers here. So this is the KO. I still love it. Love it to death. So I got that in.
As long as it looks good on your shelf, who cares?
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
What's going on, action figure expert?
I got Cyberverse figures in. I've got Sludge.
Nice.
Now,
those Cyberverse Dinobots do look good. I'm not a fan of Cyberverse. The only Cyberverse figure I have is the Deluxe RC, and that was a gift. But those Dinobots do look good.
So this is the Ultra Class one. And now I do have some issues with it because he should be a darker gray color. He should be this color gray that Slag is. You can see the color difference right there. This is almost a really light gray. Should be a darker gray. These should not be silver. They should be gold. The spikes here should be gold. Section on the tail right here, that molded bit of detail should be gold. And he should have some red right in, on the bottom of his belly here. And of course, like I said,
as I've said before, customize it.
Yep. And the only thing I don't like is that with these Ultra classes is that spark armor gimmick that they have. Because of it, I'm going to have to get some floor polish or something because the back just will not stay in position when you transform it. He just won't. But otherwise, he looks really good. He looks really good. I dig it. I dig it. I also, as you saw,
they need to make Sludge Commander class. The Studio Series 86 Sludge.
Yeah, I've been seeing those Dinobots lately at the Walmarts. Yeah,
here's what I'm saying is I like the fact that this is an Ultra class and this is Deluxe. Okay, sure they're not quite. He doesn't have as much articulation as the Deluxe class, but he's the right scale. He's taller than the other bots.
Yeah,
as he should be in robot mode because Sludge is
he's a beast.
He's a big boy. He's a big boy. So I like the fact that in his alt mode, he's bigger than the Deluxe toys in alt modes and bigger in robot mode. So I like that. Also got in Slag. He's got the perfect amount of accessories, pretty much the right colors. There should be no spots of red here. This shouldn't all be gold. It should be more gray with some gold. Where the gray is, it should be gold. And where the gold is, it should be that dark gray. But because of the transformation and the Dino mode, that's why they have that in all gold plastic. So it looks like he does on the show. And it comes with a perfect amount of accessories. And look at that head sculpt. That head sculpt is fantastic. Fantastic. And so he comes with, this blast effect, which is usually, but Cyberverse has the most interesting blast effects. That's the blast effect right there. So not the most interesting one Cyberverse had, but it does come with a clear painted axe that then painted black over most of it. And it comes with this double barrel blaster, which is not very G1, but still pretty cool. But the cool thing here is you can take the axe, you can store it one or two ways. There's a 5mm peg port, pop it in like that. You can have it like that if you want. But what you're supposed to do is take the axe. There's a slot in there. You slot it in, and it looks like a more unified weapon now.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Options are good.
Options are good, exactly. And finally, I got a Deluxe Starscream, which, unlike Triple R there, I am not a huge Seeker fan, Look at the size of his head compared to the rest of his body.
Yeah, it's comical.
It's like he's got a tiny little head on a big buff body, and I'm just like, what the? I mean, look at it.
He needs a head at least that size.
Yeah, but because of the way he transforms, his head actually goes inside the cockpit. So the cockpit opens and closes just like on a real jet, right? But his head is inside this cockpit. So that's why it's so small. Still, it's a pretty good toy. All in all, I like the articulation. It comes with the best blast effect I've ever seen. They should have included 2 of these, but look at this blast effect.
Nice.
I think they should have included 5 of those.
Yeah, I wish Hasbro sold these separately because that is an awesome.
That stuff would sell separately.
It would sell. I mean, look at that. When like it's coming out of his chest. Check that out, Triple R. Now that's pretty cool. See how that?
Yeah. I want to get some of those and put on the Siege Seekers.
Thank you. That's why I wish I had more of them. Is because these would be perfect for other bots, especially Seekers and some other bots like Seekers.
Yeah,
and a whole bunch of others, man.
Anybody with rocket
anyone who has a rocket on their shoulder or something, like Soundwave or whatever.
The new laser Optimus Prime.
Yep. That is such a sweet blast effect, and I just wish they gave you more.
Yeah, the shoulder mounts right there, and just let them go.
Yeah, those working woman shoulder pads as
yes.
That 80s working woman shoulder pads is what crap. Now I'm blanking on his name. He's gonna kill me. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Please say it.
No, not really.
Yeah.
Oh, like a Hound has
Deluxe. He's got the 80s working woman shoulder pads, as Deluxe would say.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. And I also have Wing Gundam.
Nice.
Because Wing Gundam is awesome. Because
did you have to build that one?
Huh? No.
Did you have to build that one?
This is the Universe one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it has its problems because it's the Universe one. Look. I like Bandai. I like Tamashii Nations, okay? This is a joint collaborative meant for us stupid Westerners, all right? Literally, they don't sell these in Asia. Well, you can probably still buy them there, but this is more meant for the Western audiences.
Yeah, it's already pre-built like an action figure.
Yeah. And, it's sort of like their old PVC action figures that Bandai used to have in the 90s, early 2000s,
Yeah.
And those were cool, highly articulated. These are not. They're supposed to be, but because of the way they've engineered them, it's like he's supposed to have an ab crunch, but it doesn't work. As you can see, it won't stick and it won't go far enough. It just, it won't work. It doesn't work. The head is limited because of the detail. What up, David? The detail they put around here limits the head articulation, and the hip skirts you can kind of get out of the way, but the front and back ones don't move, so it limits the amazing amount of articulation. It's got universal joints in the hips and double jointed knees, double jointed ball joints down here, plus a lifter, so you can get a great range of motion. And what did they do? They blocked it with the detail over here that you can't really get. I mean, look at that. That's as much as you can tilt. That's as much as you can tilt the ankle because of all the detail they put over it.
Get that trash out of here.
Oh no, man. Oh no. Yeah, and parts like to fall off.
That's too bad.
No.
Earthman Brick. This is a all toys encompassing show, and I don't focus on any one thing. I mean, if you're into G.I. Joe, you're into G.I. Joe. I'm into Masters of the Universe. I love that stuff.
Speaking of G.I. Joe, can I give a quick shout out?
Yeah, go ahead.
Casual Toy Collector. David Hill and Pop are both aware of this. He is running a sort of a contest right now to win 2 of his 3D printed GI Joe vehicles of ferrets, I believe he said. If I'm not mistaken,
Yes.
Pop was there. It was there. And all you got to do is submit a rap. That's it. Submit a rap, and it'll be
Submit a rap.
Submit a rap. That's it.
Yeah. I believe
White
the
boy don't rap.
I'm gonna start practicing my
Hey,
bars.
it's
Hold
okay.
on.
I sing about as well as a flat rock rolls on a flat street.
Maybe we could
Which is
collab
to
together,
say-
Ninja Bill.
Which is to say, not at all.
We'll do a duet.
But so he is running that contest. Go over to his channel, check it out. Watch the live show from last night, and you can check it out. David Hill and Pop the Trunk was also there, so they're usually there in the chats at least, or on the show sometimes with us there.
I'll just be creeping
I
in the
was out
background
cold.
in the
Yeah.
chats, man.
I was
Just
unconscious last night.
Yeah, Triple R's been on the
Yeah.
show a couple of times, so
yeah.
everybody's welcome in there. So I just thought I'd shout out, so anybody who may watch this later will have a chance to go and try to enter that contest to win those vehicles. So therefore the not the 3 3/4, or are they for the 3 3/4? I can't remember which size Joe's run. I don't know.
It's considering it's something that Casual's printing. It's probably for classifieds.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's
the
definitely
scale.
for the classifieds.
Yeah, I don't know GI Joe scales. That I leave that for people
That's
more
the 6-inch
knowledgeable.
scale.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a 6-inch or 1/12 scale.
Yeah. See,
That was
I
another
believe
thing
that's more
I grabbed, too, is
knowledgeable.
one of those
people.
bats. I was like, woo, found it in the wild, felt good. But I got some on pre-order, but I'm at the Big Bad Lake
Man.
store, so
Man, I was miles and miles. I the other day I had about a 214-mile round trip I had to take to a cousin's place. So while I was there, I visited his Walmart, and unfortunately, I'd forgotten that I'm, because I'm waiting on my new card, so I don't have it yet. And what do I run across there? I run across the orange and like purple GI Joe figure, whatever that is.
nice. Yeah.
I run into
Alley
fat,
Vipers.
yeah, like 4 of them,
Alley
like
Viper?
like
Oh, wow.
6 bats, like
That's a
like
gold
Star
mine.
Trek,
you,
like
you hit
Starcam.
gold.
There was, there's the big guy with with a BFG that he has. I don't know the GI Joe names. There's Baroness there. There was, with a motorbike or something like that. And
And
man,
you bought them, right, Ninja? Please tell me you did.
no, I told you I didn't have my card. So first thing I did was I saw those. I bunch of Star Wars figures, bunch of everything but Transformers, Barrett, and Hot Wheels. They literally had 4 Hot Wheels cars on pegs, 4. And so obviously everybody is buying those up there, and they had no Transformers whatsoever. But so immediately I saw those. I texted Transair and I said, "Hey man, look at what I found. Do you need or want any of these?" And as soon as I texted him, it dawned on me, oh wait, I don't have my card yet. So I texted him back. I said, never mind. Why could you put it in your PayPal? I said, it wouldn't matter. I can't pay for it right now at the cash register because I don't have my card.
Oh, wow.
Jay Hollis said Hot Wheels are scarce right now.
Yeah, apparently so, because man, even where my little store here where I live in the little town, that's about 8 miles from where I live, because I literally live in the middle of cornfields and soybean fields. That's where I live. But that Walmart has almost nothing either for Hot Wheels. They have some Matchbox, but barely any Hot Wheels, and I'm just like, whoa, what is going on? Even other things like the Hollywood rides, which are usually stacked all over the place, and the big 1/24th scale cars it's usually piles of them in there. Nothing. So I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, I've been checking stores lately. They seem to have a lot of good stuff out there. Getting filled up, but nothing that you really want. Well, for other people maybe, but when I'm just hunting, I'll do the He-Man, the G.I. Joe, and then I see the Transformers, but I don't pick those up. I see them there.
Looks like we lost David. Come on back, man. Come on back.
He might pop back in. He's got the invite.
Mm-hmm.
Even the little legend scales Transformers, man, that's always been calling my name. I don't know why. I haven't bought one legend scale for Transformer yet, but man, I keep looking at that little thing and I'm just like,
the core class.
Yeah, the core class, the little yeah, that guy. Oh no.
You know what? He's nice. Okay, so I actually like. I have Prime. I have Megatron and I have him. I yet to find Stars. Oh no, I think I do have Starscream. Come think, yeah, I do have Starscream, but I think he and Prime are the best. I think
nice.
Starscream and Megatron aren't quite as good as these guys are. Yeah.
Now, will those match up with any other like third party? Moments?
Do I have a? Oh yeah, one moment here. I have a third party cup. I'll
Ninja,
grab it.
Ninja, hold on a second. Oh, never mind. Right. I'm a real stickler about scale.
Oh yeah. It depends.
Here he is back.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's.
Hold on a second. Hold on just a second.
Oh wow, that's different. Yeah.
Well, it depends on the scale on the particular company, because those third party companies, they do they're different scaled altogether.
Yeah.
They don't scale.
That's a difference, though. That's a big difference.
Yeah.
But I mean that one looks so good in the packaging. I see it at the store all the time, man. I'm just like, I just haven't broke myself to get that scale yet.
Pick it up.
It's a good figure.
Yeah.
Pick it up. You'll like it. Pick it up.
Ninja Bill, you know how I'm a stickler on scale, right?
Mm-hmm.
On things scaling together.
Mm-hmm.
This is on my regular Decepticon shelf. It's not Megatron on my shelf.
Oh, really?
It's Megatron, but it's not Megatron on my shelf. On my shelf, it's Browning.
Oh, that makes a difference. I can see that now. Okay. Because people like to say these go well with the Titans, and no. You need
they don't.
Tiny
you need TT tiny ones. And this is we'll be getting some additional paint.
Teeny tiny, scale stuff to go with the Titans.
Nice.
Jay's big on scale also. This guy is getting some additional paint. The entire shin is getting painted blue, front and back. And the forearms are getting painted blue. And the null rays are getting painted blue.
Which one is that one, Tripler?
That's Starscream.
No, is that a core one, or is that like a third party?
That's the core class. This core class Starscream.
Okay.
Which is okay. Not my favorite of the core. Again, like I said, it's a good toy.
But hear me out. What character is it once you get the entire arm blue, the guns blue, and they should be in the hands at that point, not on the arms, and the shins blue. Oh, and the helmet gray instead of.
I have.
Well, you got me. I think I go like 9 Seekers in, and then I kind of cut it off.
It's Pretender Starscream at that point.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. You had me lost for a minute, but now that you said it, the old mind clicks into gear.
Then all I got to do is just make an articulated shell from a 6-inch action figure of some sort, and just pick the right base, and then resculpt parts to get that armor, that cybernetic Viking armor that he wears.
I'm glad you brought that up, because let's talk about the Iguanus that's coming out. Let's talk about that for a minute. Now, agree to disagree if you guys, feel like it. But here's my thing. I like it. I like the look of it. However, that's just his Pretender shell. Where is Iguanus himself?
Iguanus himself turned into the bike. They fused the two together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at least they could have done is at the very least gave us a Titan Master to put inside somewhere. At the very least, but because it's only going to be what, a core class.
Yeah.
So at the very least, what they could have got, because Titan Masters are only about that big to these guys anyway, about the length of his leg, so maybe a bit taller. But at the very least, Hasbro, they'll say, if you're gonna give us pretenders, give us complete pretenders. I don't know if you guys will agree with that, but
this is what would have been cool. What would have been cool is to get a deluxe pretender. I don't care if the shell transforms into the bike. That's fine. But the inner robot could have ridden the bike if they did that.
Yep.
Now,
Agreed.
I got a question. Like when you see those, they're done in like the Titan Masters or core class, right? Or those figures, the pretender ones.
The new one is in core class.
Yeah. Now, would that be the actual scale for them? Or I mean, because I remember when they were older ones, they were pretty big. You know what I mean? Now, is that technically the right scale for them, or would that be, or should they be bigger?
The inner robot. It's the right scale for the inner robot.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And you got to think it also depends on if it's a human-looking shell or
like
a
beast or whatever,
like a beast or a monster. Because the monsters would not would stay the same size.
Because I was wondering, like if they did it like a third party, would they keep them in the scale like that, or would they shrink them down? I seen those like on the shelves, and I'm like, those look awfully small, man. I don't know. Like,
I used to think that third party wouldn't try to touch those, but now with all three Headmaster Juniors done, who's to say where they'll go next? I mean,
well, that fans hobby has been doing pretty well, so they kind of got that area covered, and hopefully they keep going.
I want that Minerva and Nightbeat. Yes,
I still got to pick up the last two. I got the Minerva, but I don't have the cap.
I can see. Hey, Optination.
Optination, what up?
And I appreciate that.
Hello, chat. I haven't said anything
yet.
Thank
you. Thank you very much.
Like yesterday, people were talking about all the Headmasters, and somebody included Nightbeat in there, and I was like, Nightbeat is not a Headmaster Junior. There's only 3 Headmaster Juniors.
Yeah.
And Nightbeat he's simply a recolor of Minerva. That's all he ever was.
Yeah.
Until he got his own toy.
I think Nightbeat was the original figure to come out, and then they took it.
Minerva was first.
Was it really?
Yep. Minerva was first, and then Nightbeat was a recolor.
I thought it was the other way around.
No, wait a minute. See, now you're getting me confused because now I'm questioning it.
I thought those were released in the States first and then taken to Japan.
I don't got my bike.
It stopped me when you start repainting them.
Like, either way.
I could take another mold mate, but when they start just repainting, I'm like, oh man.
See, you're kind of like me, like you were saying earlier. I don't typically buy recolor repaints because, well, I don't have the room for that kind of nonsense. It's like
I like the Seekers in mine. I mean, I'll take the Seekers in different colors, but I do about the first 9, and that's about it.
Aside from the primary, when it comes to Seekers and Triple R, you might want to plug your ears for this.
Yeah, Triple R. Sorry, my bad.
I'll buy the primary 6. Give me Starscream, Skywarp, Thundercracker, Thrust, Dirge, and Ramjet. After that, I simply don't care.
Yeah.
And here's something else. He also wants them in different molds.
Yeah. Man, I didn't buy one single Earthrise mold. Not one. I dislike the mold. I dislike the look of it. I did not want. Do not want. Didn't add it to my collection. I ran across them too, and I was like, nope, no Screamer. I bought 2 Earthrise Starscream molds, and none of them for me. They were for other people because I simply refused it. I like the Siege. I think the Siege mold is a superior toy. So that's just me though. And then there's Triple R, who that's seeker bait. That's for like Ratchet, is ninja bait for me. For Triple R, it's seeker bait. Put out a seeker and let them buy
it. Nice.
That is seekers are redneck bait. That's for sure. Seekers and Junkions.
What do you think about that one coming out? You think they're gonna? How many more do you think they're gonna get out of that mold?
What, Junkions?
Mm-hmm.
They can get at least 2 more. They've already got the chest for at least one other seeker or one other Junkion with Junkyard's chest plate.
Yeah, Junkyard. So far it's Wreckguard and Junkyard, but
they have Trash Heap and Scrapyard that they could get out too.
Yep.
Those are 2 other named Junkions that were in those stills. So
yeah, I'm waiting for the KFC ones. I'm excited about those. Another
the KFC ones look really good because you can take those parts of you can take those things apart and mix and match parts.
I was unaware of this Junkion you're speaking of there, fellas. Again, I'm not exactly a third-party follower, so enlighten me, please.
Well,
teach me the error of my ways.
KFC right here. You see?
They look pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, they
can you highlight a screen, Triple R?
Do what?
Can you highlight a screen so we can?
Yeah. Let's see if I can figure this out here.
Should be able to just click on his. There we go. Yeah.
All right. Well, let me put one down. Okay. So that's they come in. You could load them up, and there's things all over the place. Little pegs, interchangeable pegs. Just pop
those shoulder pads. Those shoulder pads on the back right there look like butts. I got butt cheeks.
Hey, be careful of sitting right here.
Wow, that does look pretty good.
Yeah, everything rotates. Pretty cool. And then for the figure, I don't know why, but I do like the dregs. The dregs look good.
Wow, nice. I like that helmet, man. That's
the arms come off if you want. Take the arms off. Yeah.
So he's basically
hard to knock them down. It's getting them to stay down.
Basically a third-party cup.
Well, this guy's falling apart now.
So basically a third-party cup.
Yeah.
And you can also switch. From what I've seen on some of them, you got there's a.
And then you got the nice ratchets, man. I mean, they're done pretty well though. I do like them, but they're still interchangeable. I mean, that's why stuff is just kind of coming off,
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if you want, shake it.
Nice.
It'll hold. It's just not like it's falling apart all crazy, but.
I like the way that half that wheel becomes the chest, and the other pops off that.
And the other half is right there.
Yeah,
that is pretty cool. I did not notice it until AC pointed it out. Nice.
Yeah.
Jay Howell says he.
I do like those. Those are pretty good. And then you got another 6 coming out. So, and then they did a Psykill, I believe, out of one of the molds. So, waiting to see what that looks like. I show you the bike, right? Very cool.
And you can also do various configurations with the.
You can mix them up so bad.
I like the fact that you can store the weapons on the figure too. Too often I've seen third-party figures where the weapons are just sort of an afterthought.
Right there. I have another one. I got Wreckguard up there with one of the other ones.
Nice. Yeah. Too often.
Let me see. Right there. You see that one? That's for you,
Ratchet.
I'm on for you, did you, Bill?
I know to pick out a Ratchet just like I know to pick out you got a Jetfire up in there. That shelf directly behind you got a ton of them. You got Metroplex down in there. You got Dinobots up there. Now are those the
Gigapowers?
Gigapower, yeah. Those I like. Those things look so beautiful, man. just painted to the nines, metallic.
Yeah,
paint.
they're done so well.
Yeah,
I was lucky enough to grab them as they were coming out. So it wasn't too bad on the wallet, and it wasn't like it was one at a time.
Nice.
Yeah,
Ninja
I find
Bill?
it easier that way.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay.
Just for you.
I can't see what you're doing. You still have a.
Yeah, still got me up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oops.
I was like, okay.
Smile for the camera, Pop.
Right.
Exit solo. There we
There
go.
you go.
Hey, let's put me in solo.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice. That's the Siege one, isn't it? Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I was lucky enough that Joel, Larkin's Lair sent me one because I could never find him. I don't like that. Yeah, that's the shattered glass one, isn't it?
Yep.
I do not dig. I do not dig it. It's not the look of the robot. It's the colors. Okay, Ratchet should
That's
never.
his shattered glass colors.
I know, but I don't like shattered glass either. It's not my thing. Nice. That's nice. See, I like that.
And,
Again, though,
notice I took the siege weapons
mhm.
and put
What you should
on
do is
the,
pick up that upgrade set from I got it. I can't remember the name of it. Matrix Workshop upgrade set, man, for the Ratchet. Trust me.
I'm not sure I've seen that one.
Give me a minute. I know I have it here somewhere. Okay, so mine has only 4 of the accessories currently not in it. So, but that's because I've got it displayed with my other Ratchets. But I'll bring up my camera here.
Hold on a second. Let me get you back in.
Okay, so this is the Matrix Workshop M21 upgrade set. There's the box that it comes in, M21 Matrix Workshop. Comes with all kinds of nice accessories, like a saw.
Nice.
Actually, now that you mention it, I think I did see that one.
Comes with a couple of these knives that resemble his Prime version weapons.
Yeah.
Transformers Prime. There's a gun.
I like that gun.
There's a hammer, like from his animated, that you can stick in his forearm. Now, to do that, what you got to do is you got to remove his fist. Right? Slide in this to where his fist would be.
Yeah, Adamantium Matrix was reviewing that set.
Yep. And then you can add in the weapons. Comes with his little flathead screwdriver.
Now, can you also put those in his hand?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
I think this is the standard rifle it comes with.
Nice.
It comes with a saw blade, chainsaw, and there's 4 others. This is the standard one it comes with, but there's like a wrench. There's
Is there like a little holder for all that, or?
Oh, I just keep it in the box because now, unlike the Siege
you can
one,
add the.
Unlike the Siege one, you can store things inside of the Siege Ratchet, but not in the Earthrise Ratchet. I don't know why. There's something in the mold they changed, but
Yeah, you can put those extra tools in this thing.
yeah. But so it's the M21 Matrix Workshop upgrade kit. You guys should go check that out. I like the colors of Shattered Glass Ratchet. Awesome. Just difference of opinion. It's all subjective, really. I mean, I like Ratchet. It's just like, for me, the perfect Ratchet. And I was just telling these guys, like, I love MP30 Ratchet. This is the KO. Once again, this is the KO. For me, though, I would change the colors on this. His waist right here needs to be white.
Look what I added to my Earthrise Ratchet.
Nice. Now you just need to add red to the thighs. Have both thighs red, completely all the way around.
Yeah.
You need to have all the forearms red, and you need to have his helmet as red, just his helmet. That is but see, that's the way he looked in Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
This is where I was first introduced to Ratchet, was in Marvel Comics, and I liked his look. It's also where I was first introduced to the Dinobots, because Ratchet
Now, would you
is
put
the one who
the
revived
shoulder
the Dinobots.
pads? Would you have the shoulder
Ratchet is
pads
the one who-
with the crosses or no?
I haven't decided yet if I'm going to put the stickers on here. I haven't decided yet. I may not. I'm not a big fan of labels or stickers.
Yeah.
You were saying Ratchet's the one that what? The Dinobots?
Ratchet is the one that revived the Dinobots in Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
So he's always been
He found them in the Savage Land.
Yeah. It was that Marvel Savage Land. Yep. Buried, and he revived him. The first one he revived was Slag, and that was the first
Slag
one
helped him get the tar off the other
by
Dinobots.
breathing fire on him. Yep. But not only that, when he first woke up, man, he gave Ratchet a bit of a tussle, because he tossed Ratchet and the rig he was flying on, that hover rig, whatever, a good toss, because he just woke up and he was angry because they were fighting. Before they went into sleep, they were fighting Shockwave, and so when he woke up, he thought he was still in a fight with Shockwave. So Toon colors for me. No, I get it. There's a lot of things I prefer the Toon colors of, but there's just some things I think they did better in Marvel Comics than they did in the cartoon. And one of those was give Ratchet more color, because there's almost too much white here. That's why I like the red thighs, the red forearms, the red helmet, because it breaks up all the white. So that's just me. By the same token, I think the 86 Slag here is perfect, because he looks like he stepped off the screen. Perfect. I love the toy.
Ninja Bill?
With the red face on.
If you're talking about storage of that stuff for Ratchet in his vehicle mode?
Well, yeah. So Earthrise does do it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So see, in the Siege one,
you just don't put this piece on yet, and you open up the legs, and you got plenty of storage right there to store all that stuff.
Yep. See, in the Siege one, I was the first one to tell everybody about that. Hey, all the accessories it comes with, you can store right inside the bot, right inside the vehicle mode, and they were like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then, so I was happy about that, but people have told me that the Earthrise is different and you can't do it with Earthrise, so I thought you couldn't. So.
That's because they put this on first and try and store it. Yeah, you got to put the stuff in the vehicle first, then you go and put this on.
Okay. Well, it's good to know. If I ever run across that mold, I'll probably get it. Just not the Shattered Glass version, because no, not for me.
Yeah.
I actually really like the Shattered Glass version, simply because other than that figure, the only other time we saw Shattered Glass Ratchet was in a custom class, and it was using the Combiner Wars mold, which, let's face it, is not exactly the best mold for Ratchet. I mean, it's a good looking mold, but I don't like my Ratchet looking like First Aid.
Yeah. Well, that's good. That's because they had to do what they had to do to for First Aid here. They had to do what they had to do. For First Aid to get him looking like he does. But I don't like I don't own the Combiner Wars one. I've never saw it. The only kind of Combiner Wars.
I don't know why. I got a little soft spot for First Aid on Defensor. It looks good. I always like
the Combiner Wars Ratchet. The only way you could get it two ways. You could get it from Takara,
the Legends one. Yeah.
It was Unite Warriors with the Skylinks Unite Warriors set.
Yeah.
Or you could get it from BotCon as a customizing class figure.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went to that BotCon. I couldn't get in the customizing class, but I did get 2 of the completed figures. Unfortunately, I don't have them anymore. They were in the stuff that was liberated from my collection. Let's just put it that way.
Oh, shame that. I feel you on that one. Packing his junk in the trunk, says Earthman Brick.
Step on this.
The Defensor is my favorite of the combiners. Period, bar none. Defensor is my guy. Yeah, that's definitely. A third-party one, isn't it?
Yeah. It's the oversized Yes model.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's why it looks so big. I was like, well, wait a minute.
He's oversized?
Yeah, that's the oversized one.
What class is the normal size figure?
It's honestly, it's like just a hair bigger. It's not really that much oversized. Oh. But I mean, it fits well with all the old school scaling of the combiners.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I was going to say if it looks that good and that's the oversized version, if the other one was scaled right to fit with my generations, then I'd probably want to replace one.
This is a KOOS of the Combiner Wars one, and you'll notice I got 2 grooves on there instead of blades. There's a story of that, and I'll do it when I review it. But I got blades over there somewhere. But this is the first one. Ugly Rich sent this to me. Got it for me from Sir Toys, and man, I love it.
I just cannot put groove on the arm unless I'm doing a junkie on combiner.
Yeah. Well, like I said, there's a reason this is there, and when I do the review, people will find out. But there's a reason why.
That Scramble City stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah. And Defensor is my favorite. The Protectobots, I just love them. I mean, look, man, you have a helicopter, you have a motorcycle, you have a fire truck, you have an ambulance, you have a police car. All the heroes are there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, boom, all the heroes are there. I love it. I love it. I love it.
He's definitely one of my
favorites. My favorite combiner is Devastator, but my second favorite combiner is Bruticus.
The Combaticons?
Yeah, and after that, it's the Stunticons.
I always like.
I don't get it. I really don't get it. They fixed this leg panel from the Siege Ironhide to every other version after that until they get to this particular ratchet, and that damn leg panel pops off every time.
Earthman Brax says Cyberverse introduced a few new Titans too, like Ionicus and Weller. And I'm a big Cyberverse fan. That is a big meaty claw. That's the Kang toys.
Yeah, it's the Kang's toys, man.
Yep.
That is a huge difference if you look at the. I'm just gonna pick up the Defensor.
Oh yeah, look at that! Look at the size
about as big
there.
as his
Holy
body.
crap!
Yeah.
He's gonna be huge.
Big.
Nah, he's gonna be tiny.
Yeah, but I mean the weight and everything on there, and they do, the Kang's Toys, Moon Studio, and stuff like that. They if it all extended out from Zeta, it should be good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully, fingers crossed. They kind of went wild with all the extras, like the feeding and the feet, and I was like, oh my god, and the stylization a little bit, but I'm still in.
Freddy King should be bigger than the other combiners, not by a huge margin, but he should be bigger than the other. So it stands to reason that he should be, a much bigger toy than the others.
Yeah.
When you're comparing, he's not big. Like, as much as I love the Titan Predaking toy, the Power of the Prime's Titan Predaking toy, I think a Commander class size, slightly bigger than the Commander class would have been a good scale. I'm not sure, but he shouldn't have been a Titan because he should be in no way, shape, or form as big as a city bot.
Yeah, no way. I was like, Titan class.
I definitely agree on that. Predaking should be about the same size scale-wise as Devastator, according to the scale charts. He's just a little bit bigger than Devastator.
Yep.
But I want my combiners to be roughly the same size.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that makes sense to have them roughly the same size too. So that's perfectly fine. For me, like I said, I love it. You know, it's really the only two Titans I own is Trypticon and Predaking. I never could find the others, and that's neither here nor there. But they are good. But I still think the Predaking is a bit too large.
For what it was, being animals.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah, they're cyber animals, but it's
Even Jay Hollis
crazy
says in
massive.
chat, Predaking was way too big. Yeah, it's a great toy. I love it. I got the upgrade sets for it and various upgrade kits for it, and it's a great toy as far as I'm concerned. It's just not in scale with where I think it should be. However, that said, it's in pretty good scale with core class bots. That Titan Predaking is in fairly good scale with core class bots. So that's just me. I'm not sure if you guys agree with that, but I do think that core class scale works well with Predaking, if not the other previous combiner toys.
I don't agree with that. Think in my opinion,
I agree. I got me one right here.
In my opinion, the combiners, my Devastator, which is the undersized KO Combiner Wars Devastator, scales well with Megatron, and Megatron is standing just below Devastator's waist.
I think that's too big because in my head canon, most bots should be up to just about the knee on a combiner.
But see, then you get into mass shifting, and everybody wants to complain about mass shifting.
Yeah.
Except when it comes to combiners. When it comes to combiners, they're wanting to give mass shifting a huge pass. But the bots are roughly deluxe class when they're in bot mode, and then there again, I mean, none of the vehicles scale together.
Yeah, no. You take Bruticus and he's all over the place.
Like this, I think is for me, this is a good scale. I think I like this core class next to Defensor. I think this is a good scale. In my head canon, this works. Technically, that's not right if you look at the Sunbow chart, but I think in my head canon, I think this is a good scale. That's just me, though.
I think in the cartoon, Bruticus was like the same size as his companions, and then he was a separate figure, and they still had the other five.
Yeah, that was in season 3. In Five Faces of Darkness, or what is it, part 1 or part 2 or part 3? I think.
Yep,
it was in one of those.
I just saw a review of the studio series Daniel, and of course this is Spike, and it's a piece of shit. It's the one that comes with Slag, and why, Hasbro? Why did you waste the plastic and the parts count? You could have given us. Yeah, you got the upgrade kit for it. You could have given us.
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. You could have given us an axe or a sword for Slag. Instead, you gave us this.
I think the old school Dr. Wu one.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Dr. Wu one. I had one, but then I traded him for... what did I trade him for? I can't remember.
How tall is that Dr. Wu one?
It's Legends.
About my thumb right there. Yeah. Not that big.
That's a nice scale.
Yeah, like it's roughly about the same. About the same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. That's a good scale. Didn't they also do a Minerva?
I'm not sure. I haven't seen.
Yeah, I know somebody did a human Headmaster
remember
Junior
that?
characters themselves. And so G1 Cartoon Devastator varies in size from episode to tell me about it. Like in one episode, Ratchet is literally the size of Bumblebee and standing side by side to Ironhide, and I'm just like, huh?
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Crazy.
why
Yeah,
is he
they're
so
all over the
tiny?
charts. Animation errors were rife there.
Oh yeah. Earthman Beck said season 3 had some of the best and worst quality animated episodes. Uploading a vid presently on Madman's Paradise, really good one. Grimlock and Apron, and yeah. If you're not aware, Triple R, I have attended the show a couple of times, but he is part of Tales from Teletran, in which they have reviewed every single episode of the original cartoon series. So
And we have started on the Japanese G1 stuff.
Headmasters,
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah, they're starting out with
I have
Headmasters.
never experienced myself.
I've been trying to watch them, but I see that
series.
like that people do like overdubs on them and stuff like that. So I don't even know what to follow or if that was real canon talking or what's going
Transformers
on.
the Headmasters is a fun watch. My favorite is Headmasters and Victory. Victory is probably my favorite of the Japanese series, but Headmasters is really up there.
Personally, I think that we should get the really bad dubs and review those just for GSGs.
Yeah, those are
wow.
pretty fun.
that would, yeah, that would be. They showed the
Like one of the characters
was
is named Randy or something, I think, in the bad dubs.
Yeah. They showed the episodes for G1 in Japan in a different order. Yes, they did. Also, some of the like Starscream, for example, is a very feminine character. Not quite feminine, but very effeminate.
And in France, Starscream is a female.
Yeah, was one.
Oh, wow.
So Sparkle, love those dubs. Yeah. So yeah, if you check out on Ed Put's channel, Tales from Teletran, it's every Saturday, I believe, or has that time changed?
It's changed. It's from what I understand, it's going to start with the first, and we're going to move forward from there. So we're going to be on during the week, in the middle of the week.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I watched it a couple of weeks ago when I had.
So no more Saturdays.
Free.
No Saturdays.
Is it still on Saturdays?
No, it's going to be on Tuesdays.
Tuesdays. Okay. Yeah.
The first is on Tuesday, because the second is on Wednesday, and that's my birthday.
Sweet.
Woot.
Absolutely woot. But yeah, where were you? Oh yes. So when it comes to combiners, also, I'm not sure they're going to give Cyberverse a combiner as we combiners. I think what we're going to get is just an action figure type thing. They have sort of one now, like an ultra class Volcanicus, and when it transforms, you basically
what was that?
You basically
Titan
do one of these numbers, lay it down, and
what was that Titan that Cyberverse introduced?
There are several of them, but Ionicus was one of them. There's Dweller in the Deep. I forget his name. There was 3 or was it 4? I think there was 3 Titans they introduced in
that they actually made a figure of.
Well, they haven't made any of them yet. They haven't
I thought
made
they did
any.
make a...
No, they haven't made a single one of them yet. Now they did make. We had one Build-A-Figure, which was Macadam, and that's it so far. So I mean, yeah, we haven't had any Titan releases in Cyberverse line. That would be cool. That's a direction Hasbro could possibly go in for Titan scale toys. I don't know. I'm not sure a lot of people would be down for it. There's still a lot of people who just absolutely hate on Cyberverse, and I don't like. When I was showing images, I'd posted a lot of images on Facebook on this toy, and somebody absolutely ragged on him because there's too much red. You know, when he's in Dino mode, oh, he should be gray, covered in gray. Blah.
Wrong.
Like,
Ninja Bill, they did do an Ionicus toy in Cyberverse.
oh, I was unaware of that.
He's ultimate class.
Oh, I was unaware of that.
And essentially, he just lays down.
That's what I figured. He just kind of goes.
His legs bend backwards, and he lays down on his back. And there you go.
Yeah. Volcanicus is pretty much going to be the same thing too. But as I was saying, so was absolutely ragging on the fact that how he looks, and I was like, "You obviously never actually watched Cyberverse, have you?" And I said because he looks pretty close to as he does in the show in both modes. The guy was like, "Well, no, of course I haven't watched it. It's shit." Now, how are you going to rag on how he looks if you've never actually watched it?
and from what I understand, once you get past, looks good. It's a good show. I just can't get past season 1.
Here's the thing I love about Cyberverse. Right from the get-go, I loved it because of it is very much a G1 cartoon. It's got the humor in it. It's got the lightheartedness, you know. Yes, there's some action there, but it's a very G1 style cartoon, okay? I just season 1 of Cyberverse wasn't great. Well, again, that it's subjective. I thought it was. We have a Prime that actually lasts and has fun, and hangs out with other bots, and he's not the stoic, angry. Let's kill the Decepticons like we got in the movie, No, we got a very G1 like Prime who's just a fun-loving guy, He wants to have fun. He wants to be, everybody's friend, and he respects everyone in it. I like Cyberverse. I do. I really do. It's like, and we got a Rack and Ruin for the first time on a cartoon series, and the first ever toy, Rack and Ruin toy from Hasbro ever. We've never no third party options except for customs. There is no other option for Rack and Ruin other than the Cyberverse one, which is fine by me because I like the Cyberverse Rack and Ruin. Although it could be better. More articulation, better paint, better molding, more molded detail. Okay. Yes, it could be a better toy, but still, it's the only Rack and Ruin toy you can find outside of making a custom.
They said people keep saying, what Titans would they do in mainline? Well, we've got other new Titan characters that have been added in that have not been made it the jump to mainline. They could do those as Titan class, like Croatan and
who's Croatan?
He was the one that was guarded by Hammerbite. Or Hammerbite.
That must be some IDW.
No, that's a Dweller. Never mind. Dweller.
Yeah.
Croatan.
Croatan? You mean? Croatan.
Croatan. He settled the red planet near SharkCon Homeworld. I just read over the wiki real quick.
Oh, yeah.
On Titans.
That's IDW?
They could do Croatan, and they could do... No, this is Cyberverse.
Oh, okay.
But how they're jumping characters from different shows into mainline, basically G1ifying those characters, like with Prime RC and Bulkhead.
Yep.
They could do that with and Ionicus.
Yep. Ionicus and Croatan is they were Cyberverse, and I'd like to see a Croatan Titan. I'd probably never find it because Titans just don't show up here. The only reason I got these is because Adamantium Matrix sent me Trypticon and awesome dude sent me the Predaking and I dig it, but otherwise I don't find Titan. What? Nice. If Hasbro doesn't make a Dark Mount Titan, then I will. Okay, do it.
Yes, do it. I still want Metro Titan.
Metro Titan would be cool. I
still want Metro Titan. Even if they used, to be honest, I want a more G1 inspired Metroplex, and then go and recolor it into Metro Titan.
That would work too, because that's exactly what he is. I mean, I'd like a new Fort Max. That'd be cool. I doubt they'd go bigger than Metroplex on it, but still.
I
be
think
cool.
the Typicon needs to be brought up to scale with the rest of the guys.
I think we need a Unicron-sized Fort Max.
Thank you.
And a Unicron-sized Scorponok, just to go with it.
Bravo, sir, bravo. Encore.
Oh.
To be perfectly honest, I almost want to go and do all of the Titans as display shelves that are 6 feet tall and transformable.
Nice.
I've seen Metroplex done like that, and Scorponok done like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Is it that Metroplex? It's like a cupboard or something like that, and transforms.
Yeah.
The chest opens up,
Yeah.
and you've got shelving. The legs fold down, and you've got shelving in the legs.
Yeah.
And then it fully transforms into the city mode,
Right.
and into the battle station.
That's cool.
So I mean, it just closes up, and the insides of it is pretty much hollow. So they made it to where it would open up to those hollow spots, and those hollow spots are display shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here
You
you
put a
go.
little scenery in there.
Here you go.
That'd be crazy.
This is it. This is it right here. See if I can get it.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
what he's talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Check that out. It looks like a Ultra Magnus. There's a G1 Metroplex.
That's so cool, man. That guy was creative.
Oh yeah. Again, there's with G1.
That one doesn't transform. That one's just a display shelf, but it looks good.
Yep, pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. There's the one he was talking about.
That was the guy that 3D printed one too, huh? That one.
Check that out. That's just, man, that's some creativity going on right there. That's some creativity.
Definitely.
Yeah, some of these people who've got some really cool skills and way more time on their hands than I do.
Well, you drive truck every day, most of the day, so where's your time go?
I would really wish I would win the lottery sometime, so I'd have more time to do this stuff and have more time to spend with my wife. Get a new house.
Don't we all? Yeah, but trust me, I'm experiencing the troubles right now. My power smelled something burning when I came upstairs. Man, I was like, "Oh, guys, I know we got a little furry mouse somewhere around here, and I think he chewed up the darn cable." And I was like, "Oh no!" Shut off the power there. So right now I've got no heat, so it's good right now because I had it up to 76, so it's good right now. I don't know about tomorrow.
You said it was too hot in there. Ninja Bill, you had to cut it off.
Yeah.
Guys,
I got it as hot as I could get it before I shut the power off. So I should be comfortable most of the night. Tomorrow may be different, but the night I'll be okay.
That's good. Where do you stay at Ninja Bill?
Iowa.
Oh wow. Nice.
Yeah.
It's cold out there right now, right?
It's what was it? It was like minus 11 yesterday.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And I forget what it is right now. It's got to be around 9 degrees, I think, or something like that.
I think it hits under 59 right here. It's cold as hell.
Yeah, it's 19 right now.
Oh
and
wow.
it's
19. Wow, that's crazy.
It's supposed to drop down to 2 along about 3 a.m. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we get it. Look, temperatures here run wild, man. And I do mean wild. Like, we've historically gotten temperatures as low as minus 50 degrees. Okay. That just happened a few years ago where we got, it was minus 50 here. gas starts turning into jelly. That's how cold that is.
Oh wow.
Gas starts turning
What do you
into
just
jelly.
shake it up or something? Or
Yeah, I mean,
try to get it all back together.
That is. Yeah, that's subarctic temperatures. We can get it here because of how we're like in this valley, between all these mountain ranges, and here we are smack dab in the middle of all. So, when those north winds come down through here, man, we're just
you get the wind tunnel effect, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Winning the lottery is a curse. Means you have to spend more time with the wife.
that I don't see that as a curse.
Based on
maybe a double-edged sword, but I don't see it as a curse.
Earthman Brick has a good idea there. You could make up new Titans based on the regions or cities of Cybertron. That could be cool, especially if you get one for what is the Decepticons? That was Dark Mount, wasn't it?
Kaon,
yeah.
In the DAG.
Kaon could be cool. Crystal City. I don't know how they do a Titan of Crystal City, but that could be
It'd be
cool.
one of those clear ones.
Nobody ever transform it ever, and they keep it in the box because
don't touch
clear
it
plastic.
After 1 year. Don't touch it after a year.
What I was saying about the Pretenders. This is let me go full screen here. This is Voyager class Earthrise Starscream.
Mm-hmm.
This is Classics Ultimate Faker by Super 7.
Mm-hmm.
They could do they wouldn't need much more articulation than what this figure right here has, and just also about the same that the G.I. Joe Classifieds has, roughly.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a little bit more wrist articulation in those Classifieds, but I mean, it stands just roughly taller. About something about this size would be perfect for the shell, but the size of this right here would be perfect for the shell, and the body would have to be a little bit wider than that.
Oh yeah,
but not by much. And if you folded this thing up just right, it would fit in the back and give him the jetpack.
Yep, that could be cool. That'd be cool because G1 Pretenders were something that I always wanted as a kid, never could find, and always wanted because I was so hoping that Hasbro would bring along the Pretenders. And when I first saw that Iguanus, when it was first leaked, I was like, yes, 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 yes. And then I realized, oh wait, it's just the shell and the motorcycle, and I'm like, no. I'll still get it if I see it, but I'm still disappointed. There's still that disappointment there.
Did you see that Super 7 Ultimates Bludgeon?
No, I have not.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that one up.
Yeah, Earthman Brick says so many cool region city names. Hyperius, that would be a cool Titan name. Monoplex, Polyhex, Rhodion, that would be a cool one. Tesserus, Triax, etc. Yeah. Hyperius would be an excellent name for a Titan. That would be an excellent name. It's a very Roman, feels like a very Roman Greek name.
Yeah. Well, you got to remember that DJG got some of those names.
Who's that?
From IDW, the Decepticon guys.
Decepticon Justice Division.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with IDW stuff, so I'm so happy they're losing the license to Joe and Transformers. I'm one of the few who are happy about that because after
modern IDW is woke trash.
Yes, I look. I stopped writing IDW early into More Than Meets the Eye when they introduced Star Saber. Okay, when they introduced him, I was done. I was like, you took a character who has well-established character traits and totally turned him into a zealot. And that from a hero figure into a crazed zealot, and then you killed him off. And I'm like, nope, IDW, I'm done with you. And wow, that looks pretty cool. Wow, that looks pretty cool. He's got the right accessories too there. Yes, that's pretty cool.
And he's got
if
two
I was
heads.
Super 7, if I was Super 7, I'd be really pissed at Hasbro. Really pissed. So here's Super 7, right? Here's Super 7. Dude, I'm going to meet with Hasbro today. Excellent. Awesome. All right. Oh, you're going to give us the license? Sweet, man. Sweet. Thank you so much. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, you're introducing the RED series, the Red Line. You sons of bitches.
Right.
So he comes with four
just
extra
backdoored
hands.
him real quick. Horrible.
He comes with 4 extra hands there.
Mm-hmm.
He got 2 different helmets. So you've got the toy look, 2 different heads as well. So you got the toy look and the comic book look.
Yep.
Between the 2.
2 swords with sheaths. You've got the turret, which goes on his arm or on his hand. You've got his rifle. Yeah, pretty cool.
Look at the spot on the separate skull. Look at that piece right below that. Do you recognize that?
I can't really see it. Hold on a minute. Oh,
that is an extra ball socket with wires hanging out of it that you can plug into the head from the episode of the, what is it, the G2 comic or
G2
right at the end of.
Yep.
I think it was a G2 where Megatron ripped his head off and is carrying his head around with the wires hanging out.
Oh, wow.
So you can even pull that off with
that
bludgeon.
Yep. So like I said, I would be so pissed off at Hasbro. They took, you licensed, you gave us the license, and then you took our idea and made your own toys. That would absolutely piss me off. That's literally what happened.
Look at this articulation they've got on this thing. I mean, it's not perfect, but it is, for what it is, they've done a really good job.
Yeah, I like the look of the Super 7 figures, but it's just, it amuses me to no end, and I keep bringing it up, and I'm sorry it's a broken record, but it just amuses me to no end. Like I said, if I was Super 7, man, I would be livid with Hasbro, because they literally they took Super 7's idea and then started making the Red Line, and that's just they just
they just stopped all over.
They're doing 2 different, but they're also, you also got to look at the stuff Super 7 is doing is not the same sets of characters. I mean, granted, you've got Optimus and Megatron and Starscream, which is, those are going to show up everywhere. Mm-hmm. But the Starscream in the Red Line is the Coronation Starscream. The Starscream in the Super 7's line is the Ghost Starscream. It's made of clear plastic.
Yeah, well, no, but still, they took their idea. Yeah. They stomped all. They just kicked them right in the face with their own.
I don't know if they took their idea.
That's exactly what they did. It's like if Pop the Trunk started a company making transforming tables, right? And then went to license to Hasbro saying, hey, here's a license. I'm going to make transforming tables. They say, great. They give them the license. And what do they do next? They put transforming tables on the market. How would that make you feel, Pop?
I would be there with the lawsuit.
But exactly.
What's to say that Super 7 didn't come after the fact and say, hey, since you're making these, we want to make them better. But you can release yours first, and we'll release our characters after.
Hey, M3, input.
M3.
Yeah, see, input right there. I mean, that's exactly what happened. Super 7 took this idea to Hasbro to get licenses, and then Hasbro said,
that was just done dirty, man.
They did the dirty. They totally did the dirty. There's it doesn't matter that Super 7 is making something different. They totally took their Marcos. What up?
Hello.
What up?
They totally took the idea and then gave us the Red Line, and it totally just took an absolute shit on Super 7. Absolutely did. And it's just, Anyway, moving on. That bludgeon looks. I'm a sucker for bludgeon. I can't walk past the bludgeon on a shelf. I can't do it. I don't care how crappy the toy is. It could be
And
my
here's
toy.
the thing: you can take that core class Megatron and just restructure the chest plate just a little bit and give him a new head, and paint him green
with some orange on there. Heck yeah, that'd be a good bludgeon.
Hey, happy birthday, Triple R. Sorry to interrupt everybody. Ninja Bill, pop the trunk. Yeah. Damn, you guys are fucking going strong. I just popped in and listened to you guys chatting away. Fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, Pops, how's them Niners?
Hanging in there, baby.
Are they going to win tomorrow?
Or we got to. There's no choice. Either that or go home.
No, they won't. They won't.
I know.
Hey,
well,
I bet y'all said that last week too, huh?
We'll see.
They might. If they win tomorrow, great. But man, if they win the Super Bowl, holy shit! One and I think when was the last time we won? It was 97, 95, 94, 97.
Yeah.
They'll choke.
Like you got 4 back-to-back for crying out loud. Isn't that enough?
Man,
I was happy with last week's win. You know what I mean? If we went home from there, I'm fine with that. You know, I just wanted some get back on good old Aaron Rodgers over there for 37 seconds. You know?
Hey, Pops, you fucking look good, dude.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Man. Damn.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I was just reading up a little bit on the comments because I was showing Ninja Bill that bludgeon and I completely missed what was going on in chat. And I just moved up and I saw Earthman Brick. Modern IDW is woke trash. Music to my ears, man.
Earthman Brick. Let me give my insight on IDW. Everything is woke trash right now. That's what we're dealing with. But at least IDW's been around since like 2012. Input. Tell me if I'm wrong on that, or if you guys know. IDW was what really dragged me into just fucking loving the Decepticons. Excuse me. Shout out, Dad. Loving the Decepticons, and until they motherfucked Megatron and his fucking whoever wrote that shit. So Earthman Brick, I'm with you, man. I was devastated when they took Megatron and made him an Autobot. I couldn't believe it. But
you know, and I've heard a lot of good counter arguments as for good reasons that I've heard. Well,
that storyline, I actually kind of like that storyline.
No,
because it's like the character.
No. I'm right with Mark.
Input says he wants in.
Input says he wants in. Get him in. Get him in. More the merrier.
Let's go, Input.
But I'm with Marcos on this, okay? So, look, as I explained, the minute I read that storyline with what they did to Starsaber, who's one of my favorite characters, I was like, nope, I'm done with you. And I have not picked up IDW since. I have not. I won't do it. It's not the principle of the thing. It's just because you made me stop caring when they did that. It made me stop caring.
Ninja Bill,
check your Instagram quick.
I think for me, it's just I just cherry picked the whole comic series or whatever, like the DJG. I took that, and then like the rest of it, kind of just whatever.
Yeah,
I just thought the DJG concept was, hunting down people that betrayed the cause. You don't do that. That's sick. I thought it was a great idea. Cause to me, I'm pretty much like one of them. Solid G1 pure kind of guy. I roll with what came out, and that was it, kind of thing. And then they added that to the story, and I was like, that'd be cool, man. Throw that in there.
It's
cool. On top.
It is cool. IDW is a sick concept, and they're fucking great. And and thank God for Mastermind Creations for following up on all that IDW shit. They did really good with their making it a toy. Right?
So that's what all the MMC stuff is based on, is the IDW. Okay, now that makes more sense, because I've always thought they were highly over stylized G1 toys, and it never grabbed my attention. Well, now that Marcos has said that, it makes sense. It's clicked. So, but I'm right there with him. I mean, it's just
While we're talking of the DJD,
is that Tarn right there? What's Tarn? And
that is Ultimate's Tarn.
Oh God, and
it comes with nickel.
It's fine, but come on. Okay, wait. Are we on the same page that Ultimates suck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, no, it's all good. Whoever likes it, but
It's like fine for like a 2-year-old. There's nothing gonna the 2-year-old's not gonna choke on nothing. But don't sell me. Please don't try and sell me that for $90 and expect me to fucking jump in when you got fucking all this other shit for the same price. I get it if you like that look, and that's fine. It's like I get it. I 100% get it. But
you're talking about the Super 7 Ultimates line?
yeah. I'm sorry.
Those are like
There's
57
not a
bucks,
lot
and
of
they're not, and they look really good.
Yeah, there's not a
Okay.
love though, in most of the communities that I follow, there's not a lot of love for it though. I will admit that. For one reason or another, there's a lot of people who, just like M3 here, saying nope, they're not in on it. They're not going for it.
It's like we have too many other things. It's like giving us a fucking flip phone when we already have a fucking iPhone. Like, don't throw a flip phone in my face, man, and expect me to want to jump on that when we already got
retro lines for gaming, not
Yeah, well, the fact is they actually do now have
those
flip
are the reaction
smartphones
figures.
again.
Those are the reaction figures. The
Reaction.
Ultimates are those have got some really good articulation to them.
Yeah, but they don't look as great. Okay, so check out MMC's sorry, I messed it up again. I don't know it. JDJ. Yes, that's it.
JD.
Okay, I seen the reviews for those toys and they look amazing. But then I saw those Ultimates and I'm just like, what the hell is this? Even I, who don't collect third party, will go look at that and like, huh?
Hey, Input's looking for a link.
Yeah, input wants that. He's bored. He must be bored as shit at home. Input ain't doing nothing.
Input. Look
Well,
at
it's
your
Texas. I mean, what
email the
what
link.
can you do? It's
Okay,
Texas. What can you do?
I'll try to email the link.
I can see Bludgeon.
Email.
That's Bludgeon, correct? Bludgeon?
Just because there's no football in Texas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
that's
Bludgeon right
Bludgeon.
beside it there too.
Okay. It's fine for like the characters that they don't put out enough of. Like that Bludgeon figure, okay, I wouldn't buy it, but I mean, if it was at the store and I was walking around and I saw it for like $18, I was like, I'll buy Bludgeon for $18. It's him, but I know he's not going to articulate. I know that plastic is just crappy as hell. I know that he can't even like bend a knee and fucking do anything, right?
Yes, actually, you can bend a knee.
Okay. So
Well,
he's
yeah,
got knee
if you
bend.
look at that one
You're
image
thinking
there.
of the reactions. You're thinking of the reaction figures.
Yeah,
This is different. This is the Ultimates. They're going to be fully articulated figures.
Okay. If they're fully articulated, that's great. I hate to talk shit on a
With
toy,
interchangeable. It's going to have interchangeable hands. Let's see if I can get back to the Bludgeon that I was showing a minute ago. Yeah, here we go.
yeah, you were right on that the RED line. I mean,
yeah. I mean, that Hasbro shit on them. That's exactly. Yeah,
See, this is the. I wish I could full screen this picture. Maybe I can. Let's see.
I like all the
it'll take you to the whatever website that is. You might get a full screen, but point is, we could see pretty well what's going on here, and that does.
It might be okay to maybe display in a box.
Yeah.
right.
The only
in the
thing
box.
that
Not take it out.
what I would like to know, Bludgeon. The only thing we've gotten with Bludgeon in the last, say, 20 years is a toy that transforms from robot mode to tank mode, and that's it. I would like to have the Pretender shell again that looks like the robot mode does. Then you have the inner robot, which transforms into the tank. That's what I want. I want a Pretender Bludgeon. Yeah, see, you can't. Yeah. It's one of those situations where you'd have to join this stupid thing when you click on the image. That's what I want. I mean, mind you, again, I'm a big Bludgeon. I can't walk past. I'm not a huge Bludgeon fan, but look at the colors on that guy. Look at Bludgeon's. He's got the green for the tank. He's got the purples, the bright oranges, bright yellows. How can you not love it? It's almost a G2 feel in the colors. And I'm
Okay. Now here's something we're never going to get as a toy.
Yeah,
true.
We saw that. TFC put out Optimus Prime as a Croc. Yeah.
Yep. I was gonna say third party did do a Croc Prime. Prime Croc.
Yeah, but this is a licensed product.
Okay.
So this is licensed.
I like the fact that it's got a prime head and
It's
Prime's
got
arm
Prime's
on
arm
that
on
drone.
the tower, and it's got one of the little
taxi.
battle cabs.
I just want the taxi.
Hey, shout out to the cartoon because I remember that cartoon. And Prime was in the sewers fucking walking around and shit.
Yeah, and then
His gun was on the tower shooting people.
That's hella funny.
Great stuff. That is great stuff. I love it. I dig it.
His arm was the sentry, you know.
Welcome to the stream. Input.
Yo, what's going on, guys? I want to say, first of all, Pop, I agree with them three, man. Whatever the freak you are doing, keep it up, bro. You look really good.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
like, legit.
He's on that Acampo shit, man. Got that 8-ball.
Hey, man. Hey. This dude doing 8 balls to lose weight. I mean,
Like this, man.
we from look. If that's the case, Margos, we from different eras because I think 8 balls mean different things, right? So, but I gotta say real quick, Marcos, I love your shirt.
Oh, thanks, brother.
For real, like legit. I love me some Britney Spears. She's
Me
so
too,
fun.
bro.
Dude, she's so fun.
Hey, I went to Walmart, walked
Thanks,
around
bro.
like this today. I don't give a fuck, man. And
Dude.
I can feel the jeers like kind of like staring at me, but I'm like, hey, what the fuck? What?
You know what, man? That's when you
Spears,
that's when you turn around and you look at them. You're like, you know what, girl? You drive me crazy, and you start breaking out into a dance.
I can't wait to see what Marcos is sending. He's picking up a bunch of shirts from Raw Talk and send them out to people. And I told him to surprise me, and I can't wait to see what he.
Actually, hey, Ninja Bill, just considering I actually went to one of your latest reviews and I put in a comment and I was like, yo, here's my phone number. So I gave you my phone number waiting for you to call me so that I can get your email information so that I can communicate with you so I can get you your shirt, because right now as it is, I don't know how to get with you, man.
I keep my address. If you click the About section there on my YouTube page, it'll have my address right there.
Oh, no shit. Okay.
Yeah, if you click on the About section most people like to include their addresses or whatever there in the About section on their YouTube page, and that's where you find it. And
okay.
Yeah, it's right there. I'm not groovy and successful enough to have a community tab. Thank you very much for informing me what that was. Input, by the way, a few weeks ago.
You're welcome.
I had to ask him. I said, "What's a community tab?" Yo,
Hey,
click the community tab. I'm like, "What the fuck is a community tab?"
Don't feel too bad, Ninja Bill, because I only got it because originally you needed 1,000 subscribers in order to get that, and then YouTube. I woke up one morning and had it, and they're like, "Oh yeah, we dropped the requirement down to 500 subs," and I was like, "Oh, okay, thanks." Awesome. I appreciate your pity on me.
Yeah.
So, I just need to multiply my followers count times 5, and then we'll be good.
Yeah, right. Input, you're at like 900 right now, right? 800?
No, bro. I'm at like 750. Like I'm in that range.
That needs to be triple that, man. That needs to be triple that. It needs to triple R that. And triple R needs that triple that. Oh, man, Pop the Trunk and 3, man. I just watched your latest one, Tuesday, man. That's pretty good bid there, M3. I'm liking your style. And the live shows you do with Pac, awesome stuff.
The one. Wait, because lately I've just been drunk and high on my fucking shit, man.
Did I just say I like your style?
Okay.
just for you, Marcos, and Input.
Oh, cool, Earthman Brick. Earthman Brick's a fucking OG, man. Earthman Brick's all over the place. I've seen him. First time I saw Earthman Brick was on Kato's channel. A long time ago.
Yeah.
His art, man. Like Earthman Brick, I know you're probably listening. I'm saying like he as if, like you're non-existent or whatever, right? But like his art, dude, like the stuff that he does, like the stuff he makes out of like cardboard and like
it's on point, man. It's on point.
Yeah, dude, it's so crazy because you can see how his brain works. Like if you watch his videos and he's just like, oh yeah, I cut this out of like a pin cap. Or I was looking at this Coke bottle lid and I thought this would be like a really cool.
It's so creative.
Yeah.
So
Right
cool.
on, man. Right on.
That's cool, man.
Action figure expert is telling us it is an alligator, not a crocodile. Okay, so what was in Peter Pan? Was it an alligator or crocodile?
The crocodile.
Okay,
Okay.
crocodile. Okay, and it has
It's
to
a
do with
big
the way
honking
the-
lizard. That's what I know. It's a big honking lizard. That's what I know.
a big, yeah, reptile. It's a reptile. Shout out Crimson Raptors. And then Earthman Brick says 8 ball is cocaine, isn't it? Yes, you can get an 8 ball of cocaine, you can get 8 ball of crank, but see over in Campo where you lose weight would be with crank, and that's where you get that 8 ball from.
I'm getting an education here.
I'm staying away from that. I'm not
That's
doing
why-
that with a
that's-
football.
That's why he's high all the time on that 3 Live stream, man.
Oh no, I love my cocaine, man. That's all cocaine, bro. You ever,
No,
you ever,
man.
you ever, you ever
No,
do
man,
a,
but
you,
this is what I'm
you ever
talking
do a
about.
live stream and nobody's in comments, but you're still talking the fucking shit out of shit?
Yeah. And he's always calling
I'm my own
out
best
folks who
friend.
joins the chat. Marcos is on point with that. He'll be watching the chats. Look, and he's got a fresh style. When I'm serious, Marco, man. When I watch your reviews, you're just so loose with it. It's like, it's fresh because of that, because you're just so loose with it.
Thanks, Ninja Bill. It's called gay. It's okay if you say it. It's fine.
No, that's exact. I mean, it's a loose style. You do the review. You care about what you're looking at, but you do it in this loose style that it's smooth the whole way through. I don't know how else to say it.
Cool. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. We can drink and smoke and shit. I like that.
He's relaxed.
Yeah, relaxed. That's the word. Yes, relaxed.
Yeah, dude, I was actually watching
Feeling
your
the flow, going with it.
I was actually watching your Jetfire comparison, your Fans Toys Jetfire comparison the other day, Marcos.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? What did you like better?
I
They kind of
like-
didn't really. I remember. Sorry for interrupting, but now that you say that, it just kind of hit me, and I remember me thinking that there wasn't too much of a comparison to even do because the camera couldn't pick up the pearlescent that it was supposed to. They should have made it pop way better. That's what I think I remember.
I'd agree with that. And truthfully, if I would honestly go for the reissue just because of that metallic that's on the gun. That would be it. Because otherwise, to me, I was looking at him and I was like, I don't really see a difference, to be honest. I mean, at least not a difference that would be worthwhile of a reissue or something.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Yeah.
but
Meh.
But it's a seeker. You'd be should be all over that. Well,
Is Jetfire a seeker? Is he?
No,
considered
he's
a
not.
seeker?
Well,
no, not really.
that kind of depends on what continuity, but no, he's not a seeker.
No, he's hella big. He's a scientist. That's what I always imagine.
Well,
him as
see,
being.
now that also depends on
This is a
continuity.
seeker.
oh, so real quick, we were talking about
This
comics.
is a seeker.
So in the comics, Jetfire was built by Shockwave, all right, but not as a seeker because he also built the Constructicons, and he built Jetfire too. So, but in the cartoon, he was a scientist, friend of Starscream, etc. So it depends on which continuity you like best.
Pre-war stuff.
Yeah.
And the thing is too, the Seeker's a body type. So Starscream, Skywarp, all those guys, it's that particular body type.
Yes.
So that's what classifies a Seeker. So Blitzwing is not a Seeker.
Right.
Nowhere near it.
Damn.
Right.
No,
So-
Blitzwing's not a seeker.
Okay.
And I
Blitzwing,
need to
somewhere
I need to-
right now, Blitzwing is crying because of you input. You should feel
Well,
bad.
you know what? He is that dude. He can go cry somewhere else because I don't want to hear it because that dude also turns into a tank. All right, so I mean,
Well, I could give a pass him being a triple changer.
Yeah.
And still being a seeker, as long as the robot mode and the jet mode look somewhat right.
So in Transformers Prime, you got your Starscream, right? They didn't do any seekers in. They did the Viacons, the jet Viacons.
correct.
Those were pretty much the seekers for Transformers Prime, but
Starscream also cloned himself a bunch too.
Yeah.
okay,
That was an animated.
But what's
Yeah.
the
He
Yeah,
did it.
that was kinda
He
weird.
did it in Prime too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but not to that extent though. Not to
Yeah.
that like alternate to
I think
make.
there was only like what 3 of them he made in TF Prime.
He
Well,
made
Deathwing-
6.
Deathwing? Is it Deathwing?
Yeah, there was a Dreadwing,
Dreadwing.
and what was the other jet former in Prime?
Oh,
The one
Action
the
figure
Autobots killed, and then there was
Dreadwing.
Dreadwing. Yeah, God, I can't remember his name now. This is gonna bug me all night.
No,
'cause I
it's
can't
okay.
remember it.
Yeah, I do the same thing all the time, bro. I know what you're saying though. Action figure expert. Yes, I know what you were saying.
So
Um,
I want to say this real quick since you guys were talking about comics. The new Shattered Glass comic is trash. I gotta get it out of my system. It is garbage. In the words of AVGN, it's garbage. Okay,
Oh,
that's how terrible it's
Wait,
just.
how many did you get into so far? Because did you?
I've read the whole thing. So
Oh, wow.
the first 2 issues. So the first issue I was really confused because I thought it was still in the original Shattered Glass continuity. It's not. It's a different Shattered Glass universe. And then the second issue they're like, "Oh, use your spark." And I'm like, they're called embers, bro. In the Shattered Glass lore, they're called embers. It's not a spark, it's an ember. And then the Seekers are Starscream Seekers, and I'm like, no, that's not right either. I mean, and the story is just like, hey, what if the IDW 1.0 story and the Autobots were the bad guys, but we didn't change their characterization or anything. So it was like all they did was palette swap these guys.
So
I was like, it's so bad.
they Michael Bay'd it. That's what they did.
No, I wouldn't even go that far. They
that's pretty fun.
bro, they hired some fanfic writer, like 6-year-old off the freaking internet, off the forums, and was all like, here.
Totally phoned it in.
Yeah, totally phoned it in, man. Like totally phoned it. It's so bad. It's just, and I've read all of them because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it a solid chance, whatever. And then issue 5 ends on a cliffhanger, and I'm like, okay, you guys aren't doing anything with this. You ended it on a cliffhanger on purpose. And you know what? I don't care that IDW is losing the license, really, honestly, one way or the other, because Marvel had it, Dreamwave had it, Titan Comics in the UK had it at one point. IDW's had the licenses. And while it is fresh blood coming in, IDW can hire fresh blood as well. So people kind of looking at it like this is going to be this new, great, grandiose thing for Transformers. It could be. It could also not be. But after I read,
the potential to
well,
it
it has the potential, sure. But I think people are also looking at Robert Kirkman and his lineage and going, this is going to be phenomenal. And it's like, no one's attached to this book yet. Robert Kirkman's not attached to this book. So no one is attached to this book at all. So people are kind of, I would argue in a sense, like giving their hopes up, lack of a better term, right? But after reading that Shattered Glass comic, I'm like, you know what, IDW, if this is what you're bringing to the table now, because I haven't read 2.0 since issue 20, and I picked up issue 39 or 40, whatever it was, the other day at the comic store, and I saw Death Source in the back, and I was like, okay, so this might be interesting. Maybe I'll read up on it, see what's happening or whatever. And then I finished Shattered Glass, and I was like, no, dude, I'm out. I just
No, I haven't read them at all, and I'm just not like you guys. You guys like the Shattered Glass. Totally respect that. Totally understand why. From a story perspective, it's an interesting storyline. Okay, I don't like it, but it is an interesting concept and storyline. And then
if
now
they
what you
do
described,
the thing right.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm with Ninja Bill because I never got into Shattered Glass either. But go ahead, Ninja Bill. I'm sorry.
No, I was pretty much done. I get where input is coming from, is what I was saying. I totally get it, but I also, from a perspective that I wasn't into the Shattered Glass storyline. It's a good storyline. It's just not for me. It's not my bag, and that's okay. That's okay. If other people enjoy it, fantastic.
Absolutely. And the thing with Shatterglass with me is they sold me on the concept in 2008. The Autobots are the bad guys, Decepticons are the good guys, and it was like, okay, let's see where they go with this.
Right.
Because in the beginning, okay, so when this, let me explain better why I don't like the new Shatterglass while using the old one as a reference point. When they announced it back in the day in 2008, I was like, this could go really, really bad because they could just end up making Optimus Prime essentially Megatron, just role swapping these characters and giving them the same personality, and that's it. But in 2008, they didn't do that. Optimus Prime was this evil, maniacal, just sick, twisted SOB. He was the complete opposite of what he was in G1. He wasn't this carefree, loving, peace for all type of dude. He was, no, I'm going to murder you because I don't like the shape of your nose on your face. Just deal with it,
Yeah.
And that was awesome. And then so when they announced it again, I was like, oh, okay, so we're getting a continuation, not necessarily a continuation because Shattered Glass is pretty much ended, but the original run of it anyway. But I was like, maybe we'll get new stories that kind of fill in plot holes or maybe this fits in between this timeline, that timeline, whatever. And then it was a reboot, and it was like everything that I feared in 2008 had finally come true for Shattered Glass. Megatron or Optimus Prime, his personality was IDW 1.0 Megatron, and he was written more like Sentinel Prime in that regard, but his origin was, he's writing the books and the poems and this and that, just like IDW 1.0 Megs. And then Megs is IDW 1.0 Optimus or Orion Pax. There's
that sounds shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's complete trash.
It's completely, it's bad. It's written really, really poorly. And the thing is characters pop in and you're expected to care about these characters, but this is writing in general. This is what bugs me about modern day writing when they reboot something. The fans for 10, 15, 20, 50, 100, whatever it is, for years, they will cry at the top of their lungs. We want the Lizard in Spider-Man. We want a Venom whatever, or we want, pick something, we want it. And we want it in that continuity. But then a reboot happens, and then a studio or a comic company or whatever turns around and says, hey, that character that you wanted? Well, here it is. Isn't that awesome? But it's like, but we don't care about that character in that world because that's not the version of the character that we fell in love with, right?
I totally get it.
So in this new book, these characters are popping up. Shatterglass Jetfire pops up. Okay. Goldbug pops up. Okay. These are the characters that you like, right? No, it's not. They look the same, sure, but they're not the same characters, Just like there are people out there who love G1 Optimus Prime, absolutely despise IDW 1.0 Prime. Like you were saying earlier,
G1
Ninja Bill.
Optimus Prime do you love?
Right. Just like Ninja Bill was saying earlier about Starsaber and IDW. IDW Starsaber, complete garbage. But everybody loves the original one, So for them to essentially give you a lookalike and be like, hey, this is what you wanted. No, it's not what we wanted. And that's what they did with this new Shattered Glass book.
Yeah, it's like the Wheel of Time series, if you watch it. If you ever read the books, it's like the writers, look, I creativity, creative, what do they call it? Independence or whatever, where they, formulate new ideas from old ones. I totally get that. But when you have existing characters from a book series, or like the Transformers, or in this case, I was talking about Wheel of Time, and you take the characters' names and their likeness and throw away everything else, it's hollow. It's completely hollow. It leaves the rest of the story absolutely vacant of purpose, of the reality that was, people had built from those stories. The books themselves had built. And the same thing is what you're discussing there is they took a concept and said, all right, let's get creative with this idea, but left it hollow.
It's like taking
Yeah.
Superman, stripping the Boy Scout and Lois Lane away from him, and then sticking him in a random city.
Well, yeah, but when you do that, you get Captain Marvel. Shazam!
Yeah, Superman. Yeah. Captain Marvel. Holy shit. Yep.
Kondak, I believe, is where he's from. Kondak or whatever. Yeah.
I mean, think about that. You know, like
Justice League member now. So I read somewhere that he's in the Justice League now. Even though he's a villain, he's in the Justice League now.
I mean, the villains change side all the time. You know. So
yeah.
I mean, look at Magneto.
Wait, Black Adam is in the Justice League.
Yeah. I read. I forget.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I forget where I read that at. It was somewhere, Comic Press or somewhere. I was reading it, and they said that he's a member of the Justice. It's just like it's not Wonder Woman in the Justice League anymore. It's her mother is now in the Justice League. The Queen is now taking Wonder Woman's place. Black Adam is in there. I forget where it was. I think Comic Vine, I think, is maybe where I read it. But yeah.
Can we?
That's actually. Well, here's the thing, though.
Can we just officially say that DC has completely jumped the shark?
No, not at all. I wouldn't go that far because
I haven't read them to make that judgment. I haven't read a Justice League comic in a few years to make that kind of judgment about it.
Well, I'll say this: like I haven't read it, but I'll defend it in the sense that the Justice League comics, there's no. I mean, everyone's an honorary member of the Justice League. You know, whenever you get called up is when you get called up. So for them to change out members really isn't that big of an issue or anything like that. So Black Adam being part of it, you know, Black Adam.
When they make Sinestro a member of the Justice League and he's still carrying around the yellow ring,
well, they kind of did in there in that alternate line where Superman, you know, is like a tyrant. I don't know what they call that, but
an asshole.
Injustice.
Injustice. That's right. Injustice. Wasn't Sinestro part of that?
No, Sinestro followed Superman. He was one of Superman's cronies.
Oh, okay. Oh,
only because Superman could.
I didn't like the fact that they gender swapped Swoop and Cosmos in Cyberverse. Would have been better if they created new female versions with different names like they did with Lugnut to make Clobber. Okay, I like Clobber, and I actually like the fact that Swoop was female because it's not our Swoop. She is in no way, in fact,
but see, here's the thing:
she's a scientist.
But I agree with him there. They could have made it if they did gender swap the character. Okay, gender swap the character, fine. They can take every trait that made that character Swoop. The other than the fact that it's Swoop,
Pop Swoop,
yeah.
Make it, and you could come up with that. You could do Soar. That's another S word that fits the character.
Or Swish.
Well, but hold on, but then you
something else.
But then you get into this weird. Then you get into the fandom where there'd be fans being all like, "Well, it's not Swoop. It should have been Swoop."
Look what they
could have had both characters.
What Input is describing is what happened with Slash. What Input described happened with Slash. When they decided to make Slash a Dinobot, look at the initial drawback against that it had. Initially, people were like, no, can't be have a female in a Dinobot. No, that's impossible. I mean, people were ragging on it hard. It slowed down and eventually died off, but that's what happened. And I have a feeling that Cyberverse is not G1, and that's the thing about it. It's like G1, and like I said, the reason why I love it so much is because it reminds me of the G1 cartoon feel, because it does feel like a G1 cartoon, but the characters themselves aren't necessarily the same characters that you found in Generation 1 cartoon. For example, almost all the Seekers, there was a ton of Seekers that were gender swapped, a ton of them right off the bat. were just gender swapped for apparently no reason. Initially,
And then Acid Storm would switch back and forth.
yeah. And initially, I was myself a little disgusted. I was like, how could they do that? These are well-known, established characters, and then you just randomly out of nowhere gender swapped them. But as the series went on, I found myself enjoying it. I can't explain why, but I do. Just like with this swoop, I actually like this intelligent, scientific. She's like the whole time. She's like, guys, wait, I have this idea. Wait, I have this idea, and nobody's like, they just practically ignore her. And then finally, and she's
Hold
like,
on, spoiler
"Oh,
alert!
no."
Spoiler alert! I haven't seen it, so
Oh, sorry.
it's okay. It's okay.
You see, and then in Transformers Animated, you have Drag Strip that they don't that they use the animated RC mold, but they don't necessarily say if it's male or female.
Actually, they do. It's on the toy and it's on the box and it's in the comic. She is female. Drag Strip is female.
Shout out to Danny Dolphin for doing a good gender swap.
Wow.
What's up, Danny? Hey, Danny might be watching. Hi, Danny.
Danny's cool people, regardless.
Yeah, she did a good one.
That's kind of fucked up, Marcos. I'm just gonna say that out there and putting that out there. That's
so-
kind of fucked up, bro.
I think it's great. I think it's perfect. She did a good gender swap. Nothing wrong with that. I'm in California. Everything goes in California.
Fair
Everything
enough.
goes.
So, Action Figure Expert in the chat says every different cartoon comic book is totally different continuity.
Yes.
That is untrue.
Yes.
That is untrue
Cartoon.
because they're supposed. They tried to unify it at one point, but I mean, he's right. I'm not saying he's wrong.
Except in Japan.
Except, yes, that's where I was going. You beat me to it. Go ahead.
Actually,
in Japan,
I
they're
will.
all the same, or they were.
Actually, that's not even true. Transformers Go is its own separate
Oh,
universe.
that's true. Yeah, Transformers
So-
Go is totally separate. Yeah.
Okay. And almost all Transformers are the same universe.
Well, I mean, Triple R, if you're going to correct me, then I have to correct you. That's just how, tit for
When did I
tat.
correct
That's
you?
the way it goes. That's
I'm
the
saying,
rule.
like you jump in live streams or whatever, and like
Tales-
you
Tales of
correct me
Teletran,
sometimes. So I'm saying
Union.
I got to correct you sometimes.
That's a
input.
Tales from Teletran Union rule, right?
Yeah. Can I say something to input here? Can I say that you know what I missed for like the fifth Saturday in a row? No YouTube notification for Tales from Teletrans.
Thank
Well,
you.
That's
Super
because
sad.
we're coming back February 1st. Wait, is it the 1st?
First
Yeah,
is Monday.
Tuesday? On a
or Tuesday.
Tuesday. No, first is the Tuesday.
Second. It's the second.
You're right. Sorry.
Something like that.
So
Well,
it's
he-
coming back on the second Wednesday, my birthday.
He's put up,
Yay.
other
No, it's the
content
I won't be able to
to
make
sort
that
of
one.
make up for that. He's posted, 3 other videos, or four other videos since then, to sort of make up for the fact that no, we're not getting Tales from Teletran.
Hey,
Cop out, man.
hey, you know what? I did a video every day for a week to try and make it up for you guys. Okay, I did. I gave
Hey,
it the good old college try.
Your other videos are fucking badass, dude. I love the car. I love all that shit. But when I was born to YouTube and I came across Tales from Teletran, it was before a lot of fucking shit, dude. Before I even met Pat. That's how long it goes way fucking back and shit.
I know, look, man. Look, dude.
I like it.
We ran for about 2 years weekly,
Mhm.
right?
It was such a good idea that nobody else had it, that everybody who wanted to watch a G1 cartoon
no.
and do the homework could fucking do it,
Right.
And by the way, I love
They
your
had
Guy
the
Atlas
idea,
upgrade
just
kit.
we just did it better.
No, there
Can't
was no other.
improve on
Okay,
perfection.
well, I didn't get a notification for that channel. I got the notification somehow. Input popped in my fucking feed. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh, Tales from Teletrans, cool. I'm gonna watch it. It's not that I knew anybody that told me about it. It's not that I fucking I watched other G1 shit. It was the only thing that came out when it came out that I fucking got the notification for, that I stuck with. I didn't go venturing to see who else had something like that at all. It was like,
Well, I
why?
don't know. You used to sit in my chat chat box there when I was doing Ninja Bill live, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, well, okay, yeah. So it goes go way back too, man. Fuck, it's crazy.
Yeah. But recently, though, I will admit, though, your look at your Rack and Ruin custom and put excelente, mwah, perfecto. Keep doing that, brother. Keep doing that.
I appreciate that.
Keep doing that. And that your Die Atlas upgrade look. I didn't know that upgrade kit existed until you did your video. So shout out there too. Great videos, man. Great videos. Even though it's not Tales for Teletran, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what? I'm just gonna relabel. It's gonna be Tales from Teletran's reviews, and it's just gonna be Tales from Teletran's doing upgrade kits and whatnot.
Oh, Earthman Brick.
I appreciate it, Earthman Brick.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
I'm just saying, there's no Tales from Teletran, then what good are you? I mean, we miss it. That's what I wanted to say.
Input, which is the host. I am the only member of the Tales from Teletran crew that has been there from the beginning.
And I wanted to be on that so fucking bad. And you and Crimson and Danny, dude, I was so like not jealous. I was like very happy.
I was in it at the beginning, but then I got dropped off, which is fine, by the way, because they had so many other people who wanted to have on guests, and I totally loved it.
Okay. Well, okay, hold on. Now I've always said this. Now, Marcos, hold on. I gotta rewind time just a little bit to address what you said as he runs away, but he gonna hear me because I'm gonna say it because he can watch it back. I've invited Marcos on like 3 or 4 times, and he's never taken the invite. And I've always said, if anybody's ever wanted to be on, all you guys have to do is just reach out to me, and
or me, or
somebody,
any other member of the crew,
right? Whoever's on the show, like host wise on the show, you just got to reach out and just be like, "Hey, I want to be on Tales," and we'll work it out. We will get you on, whether it's that episode or like 4 episodes from then or whatever, bro. We will get you on.
Input, but your shit is so structured, and I hear how you are when something disrupts, and it's not the way that the structured show. That's how good the show is.
Wait, Tales from Trash.
And it goes on the same, and I'm sorry, Ninja Bill, and it goes on the same. I feel like when you invited me on that I would disturb that, and I didn't want to even, like, to you, I'm on my knees going like this and shit. Input.
Wait.
Input.
Wait.
You know?
I'm sorry. You say structured. Clearly, you didn't watch the first season and a half.
Okay, so I jumped in probably.
You have not watched the first
I had to jump in, not at the dead first one, but definitely was in there for a fucking long fucking.
I would be either on the show or in chat saying, "Oh, by the way, aren't we going to move on to this part or this part?" And oh yeah, okay, let's move it on.
Yeah, I would be like, "Okay, guys, time to fucking move on to make Ninja Bill happy." God, let's come on. What does Ninja Bill want to talk about this week?
Look, all in good fun though, man. I always had fun on the show. I always had fun watching the show.
Great when Ninja Bill would show up right as we're just about to say goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the term I got Ninja Build is what a host says when somebody shows up at the very end because of me. I just got Ninja Build. I was like,
dude,
great. That's an internet meme now. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, you know what, dude? At the end of the day, you have been memorialized. Whether you're famous or infamous, no one knows yet because not enough time has passed. But
infamous. Famous.
But you are immortalized now in this. So
yeah.
But legit though, like I'm serious. If anybody, all you guys got to do is just hit me up on Instagram. I was gonna announce it on the show because the show isn't like this episode is gonna be like a return episode, if that makes sense. Yeah. So we're just gonna like catch up. We're not gonna do an episode review or nothing. We're just gonna catch up. What's been going on with us for like 3 months, whatever.
Catching your TV glare.
Yeah,
and then. I mean, that's really all it's going to be, just kind of like a hangout thing. But I was going to announce it on the show. But there is going to be a TFT Discord. So if you guys want to get in touch with me on the Discord, message me on Discord or Instagram or whatever to get on. Like, it's just, and I will say I do reach out to people myself as well, but there are people, like, this sounds terrible. I mean, it sounds really terrible, but there are people like in the forefront of your mind that you want to get on your show or on a show or with or whatever, right? To pick their brain or whatever. So and I'm not opposed to anybody being on. If you want to be on, all you got to do is just reach out and be like, hey, just reach out, man. That's it. And like I said, we'll get you on, we'll work it out, and we'll do all that stuff.
You sounded kind of like the beginning of Deluxe's videos. Just buy it. Just buy it.
Dude.
Hey, you know what I was gonna say was the fact that the first time, like, nobody told me. Pac didn't tell me that's who I would like. Am I too loud? Am I cracking in my voice and shit?
No, you're good.
You're good.
Like when Pac had Bobby Skullface on, and when first you had Bobby Skullface on, so nobody told me, hey, we're gonna have Bobby Skullface on. Might want to watch that video. I happened to be I think I was cooking in the kitchen at that time, and I was fucking like, got a notification, so I looked and I was like, motherfuckers have Bobby Skullface on. That's one of my motherfucking like bucket list items. Was holy shit, can I please talk to Bobby Skullface one day? M goes next, dude. Maybe Ben, that's fine, and definitely Mike. I talked to Mike already. Mike from Pots and Shots, but Zach, maybe Zach. Super cool. And Pops, I already met Pops. So that's really cool. I really want to talk to dude from Bots and Shots, right? Yeah, he's cool, man.
I really want to talk to him. That dude funny. Like, his videos are hilarious.
They're perfect. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
They are.
But he's in the UK though, right?
He's what?
He's in the UK, isn't he?
No, he's in LA. He's in San Diego, LA. No, he's in LA because he goes to places that I've been to. Pops, Mike and Sons, Dave and
Frankenstein's, yeah.
Boom, he's been there. He's near fucking DFS, and he's near Treymatic Does and shit.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, long story short, guys, if you guys want to be on, just hit me up. That's
cool.
And we'll work it out. Because honestly, the thing is like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the reason why I even started the show was to get more attention for the community, and to get people, like, if you had a website or like in Pop's case, he's selling toys out of the trunk of his car, right? Like, just to get the word out there, And I don't have the biggest channel, but
appreciate it, man. Thank you. Input.
Yeah. I mean, so that's what it was for, and it just kind of, became its own like beast, so to speak. Yeah. So,
hey, Pops, I'm pretty sure the first thing I bought from you was wait, don't say it.
I already got it.
War for Cybertron, fucking Thundercracker, and fucking
yeah. Dude, it was pretty funny too, because I seen you on Offer Up when you're drinking your can of beer, and I was like, "Is this a scam?"
It's so cool to meet Pops for the first time, because he was literally selling toys out of his fucking trunk and shit. But not like he pulled over. Like, I found him on Offer Up because he had pretty good fucking shit. And so I was like, "Hey, yo, I'd like to take that. Can we meet up?" Yep. All right, halfway. And he's always good about meeting halfway. Like, and I think I travel lighter. I think Pops goes that extra little fucking mile and shit, like,
yeah. It's right there in the name. It's right there in the name. Pop the Trunk. I mean, it's right there, and it's such a good name that it sticks, man. So first time I saw him in a chat group was I think it was it Tales from? No, it was I think it was Tales from No, I think it was one of my own show, because I stopped doing Ninja Build live when Tales from Teltran started, because the initial plan was that I would be a regular part of that show. But as my life took a different direction, what with real life getting in the way, they moved on. I had other things to worry about, and But yeah, I think it was, and it just the name just and ever since, every time I see Pop, I just got to say hello because man, that name, man, the name alone says it. And then people just had nothing but good things to say about the things he sent them. I was just like, cool dude.
Hey, what's Bruce Banner say? Is pop the puss?
Yeah.
Hey, so what does he say now? He says, pop the puss, or I'll put you in the trunk, or some shit.
Yeah.
Earthman Brick asked, "Is there a community Discord that you guys hang out in?"
Yeah, right here, bro. It's called YouTube, man. Jump in.
There's that TF Tubers Discord that we got that Larkin started, that we all kind of hang out in and talk. And
I keep forgetting I
haven't graduated Discord yet. I gotta figure that out.
I haven't used Discord in probably a year, man. I just now started. I totally had forgotten until Cato reminded me a few weeks ago that I, in fact, have a T-Formers account, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I do, don't I?
Oh yeah.
I'm just like,
But I do want to say a special, thank out to everybody. I mean, you guys, the community is just fantastic. Input, Triple R. I started with Marcos and Ninja Bill. Marcus was like, "Hey, you gotta check out these people. Go here. I do this. I do my own, YouTube and whatnot." And I was like, "Oh, this is crazy," because I was just talking about YouTube with my I would say my key to China, and he was like, "Oh, you should do videos, as you're getting the stuff." And I was like, I don't know. And then kind of Marcos pushed me over, but I mean, every one of you just kind of reached out to me. Hey, I'm here because of Marcos. Marcos says you're good people, and it's just. I just want to thank you guys for, just helping grow and whatnot. And you guys are all very cool people. And I'm watching, in your guys' chats a lot. A lot of times I'm lurking in the background, just kind of listening because I'll be like cooking for the kids or something, or on my way somewhere. But, I'm there most of the time. Not absolutely good. 97% of the time I'm in that chat somewhere.
Hey, well, I was so happy to meet somebody our age that's doing the same fucking thing, and you're only so far away. And I'm like, YouTube is where the connection is with everybody that's like us, but we're so far away from each other, Like 25 people in Lodi that are just like, oh, let's go fucking have Denny's in the morning and eat some breakfast, and let's go talk toys. We'll go over fucking Marco's house. We'll go over.
I wish I could do that, man.
Yeah. There's nobody in my area at all. I just met a fucking 13-year-old kid that came over with my wife, good family, and he loves toys. And I'm like, so we talked about toys the whole fucking for 4 hours and shit.
Nice. You're offering him a beer. Here's a beer.
Right? There's nobody. All my good friends, they don't give a fuck about toys, dude.
Yeah,
they don't give a fuck. They don't know it. They lost that. Like we're still Peter Pan and shit, right?
Yeah, buddy.
That, and they're like fucking
connection with the kid. Yeah, that's how you stay young, man.
Yeah.
Gotta keep in touch with that inner child,
I still go into a store, man, and I'm like, oh, dude,
don't
look at
stop
that.
playing because you grow old. You grow old because
That's
you
the
stop
one.
playing.
I was just thinking about that.
He's a king, dude. That motherfucker's the king of fucking toys.
Yeah,
Transformers.
Nah.
Wait. Who's better? Who's got a better review than
first reviewer I ever watched was Tatimus Prime. Now that's the OG, okay? That's the OG.
Tatimus
You're Tatimus?
No,
I met Tatimus before. He does reviews.
Tatimus Prime, man. He did
reviews. He did reviews for. You know what? Okay, I'm gonna. Tatimus Prime
and watch Shot Talk episode 1.
Yeah.
And my not Shot Talk episode 1. My anniversary episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say this. So Tatimus Prime, I started watching Tatimus Prime like 15 years ago whenever YouTube just started, right? And he was OG. And what tripped me out about him was I like this fucking Optimus Prime. It's fucking cool. Okay. His arm fucking broke. Fuck this toy. It was like he was real and brutal with stuff, right?
I mean, he was real.
Yeah.
And then I found Graham the Collector.
Mm-hmm.
And Graham the Collector, dude, there is something about British people when they swear they've got an extra venom. There's just that little bit of extra venom in the words when they say it
right now.
And so for Graham, it was like, like my British accent's terrible, right? But it's like, fuck this fucking piece of shite. You know, it's just like there's that little bit of extra venom in it, and I loved it, and it always made me laugh. And those two were like, I would come home from work and I'd get on YouTube and I'd just be like, okay, did they upload anything today? No. Oh, but
that was me. That was me, man. That was me. Because, yeah, Taddy, man. Taddy is the OG.
Wait. Can I interrupt, please? I'm so sorry. Tadimus Prime is one I met through you, Triple R. And he's got the beard.
Yes.
No shit.
Yes, that's Taddy.
Hey, we spoke before on motherfucking shit. Yeah.
That's
Tadimus is awesome.
Fuck, man. I didn't know he did.
Daniel is such a great guy, man.
Most of his old reviews are gone.
I had no idea.
Yeah. He had. I can't get too much into it, but he had a deeply life-changing event to happen to him, so he doesn't really do video anymore. Okay. Doesn't do much anymore, and I haven't spoken to him in a while. It's probably Christmas, and before that. But so understandable. But what a great guy! What a great guy! Love all his old stuff. You can't find it anymore, but it's just one of those things where he's the OG. He's the OG, man. He's the OG, and so is Graham, and and Emgo. I started watching Emgo much later.
He's going to come back though.
Yeah. He does, and I started watching Emgo much later than others. Much later. One thing about Graham's channel is, man, he covered Zoids, and I freaking love Zoids, man.
Pops does Zoids. Pops does Zoids, bro.
Yeah,
I've seen a couple of them.
I got the newer stuff.
Yeah.
There's like the newer stuff coming through.
I hate to cut this short, but we're pushing the 2.5 hour mark.
Really? We've been doing this for 2.5. That doesn't. Now you're kidding me, man.
2 hours
we only
and
started 5 minutes ago.
minutes.
We only started 5 minutes ago, man. Your clock must be running fast. We only started 5 minutes ago.
Wrong.
All right. Well, I guess
I do appreciate being on and the invite. And, happy birthday, Triple R.
I appreciate that.
Happy birthday.
How about Pop? You close us out this time. Put you on the spot.
Ooh, what do you want me to say?
Say whatever you want to say.
Hey, Mr. Chicken says, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're leaving. Have a good one. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Triple R.
Happy birthday, Triple R.